The championship fight in the featherweight division. Cris Cyborg, the champion. Cat Zingano, the #1 contender.
Yeah, you can take a look at everything here, but it is that 26-2 for Cris Cyborg, 14-4. Both women are just outstanding in their skill sets of MMA.
Let's go to Michael C. Williams.
From Southern California, live on Showtime, we extend a special welcome to the brave men and women serving around the world and joining us on AFN, the American Forces Network. Here at Bellator 300, we now present the long-awaited clash between two MMA pioneers in tonight's second world title fight. We're scheduled for 5 rounds for the Featherweight World Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. At 5'6", weighing in 144.6 pounds, in her first Bellator World title, she enters as the #1 contender, bringing 14 professional victories, 4 defeats. By way of Boulder, Colorado, she fights out of San Diego, California, the challenger, Alpha Cat Zingano. And across the cage, the champion tonight fights out of the red corner. At 5'8", weighing in 144.6 pounds, unparalleled as a 4-time MMA world champion. Tonight, in the 5th defense of her Bellator title, she stands with an impressive veteran professional record featuring 26 victories, just 2 defeats. From Curitiba, Brazil, presenting the defending Bellator featherweight world champion, Cris Cyborg. In charge of the action, your referee, Frank Trigg.
All right, guys, you got your instructions in the locker room. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. You want to touch gloves, do it now. Go back to your corners and come out swinging.
After a war of words, this long, simmering rivalry comes to fruition with this a grudge match for the Bellator Featherweight Championship.
Thank you.
The 5th title defense for Cris Cyborg. Cat Zingano looking to remain undefeated in Bellator and realize her lifelong dream of finally reaching the summit and becoming a champion. The bell in round #1.
Well, I always say that people can sit there and say whatever they want. The best part about fighting is eventually you get to get in the cage and punch them in the face.
Counter right hand by Cyborg, winding up quickly. Inside low kick by Zingano as she looks for the takedown and then gets caught with the left hook on the chin as Cyborg, they rolled right through, and of course Cyborg's been working on her wrestling, has an underrated ground game, a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, and she really changed after losing to Amanda Nunes in just 51 seconds. She's actually become a smarter and more evolved striker as champion.
No doubt about it. We talk about all the time. Like Cris used to be what we call a berserker. She would hurt someone and just go guns blazing at him, be open for counter shots. Now you're going to actually hear her corners. They're going to yell at her, blue head, blue head, blue head, because that's to cool down, take your time, be a smart fighter, and just do your thing intelligently.
Zingano looking to clinch, and Zingano's had success in the clinch and against the cage, but against someone like Cyborg, Cyborg very savvy in those departments as well. And Cyborg off to a aggressive start, but smart aggression.
No, very smart aggression, and Cat has taken a couple of big shots already. So, taking a look at what's going on in the cage right now, this is Cris Cyborg's fight as far as what she wants. She wants, go ahead, you want to try to take me down? Every time you try to take me down, I'm going to make you pay.
The only time that Cat Zingano's been knocked out was against Megan Anderson. That was due to the eye injury, though, in December 2018. And now Zingano has her in trouble. Ground and pound from Cyborg. Zingano was turtling up there momentarily, finally back to her feet.
Yeah, you talk about that fight with Megan Anderson. That was a TKO victory, but it had nothing to do with her being knocked out. It was an injury to her eye.
Never been finish through the strikes. Although that was resultless. There's a kick by Zingano to the body of Cyborg. Cyborg with 11 first-round knockout wins on her resume as we reach the midpoint of this first frame. 1-2 from Zingano, using it to set up, trying to get the fight to the ground. Instead, she eats a knee from Cyborg. Zingano back to her feet immediately.
Cris looking very strong inside of the cage.
And Zingano already 0 for 3 in the takedown department with 2 minutes left in the first round.
Doesn't do a whole lot for your confidence factor, but all Kat can do is just continue on. If you fail, go after it again.
She comes off that spirited scrap with Leah McCourt that we have talked about, an incredible display of guts and skills, the reversals, the scrambles, but so far she has been denied by Cris Cyborg when it comes to taking this fight to the ground. Lands a right. There's a right hand from Cyborg that momentarily bothered Zingano.
Cris is really looking to set up.
Zingano's hands are low, her face is exposed. And Cyborg's landed a couple of right hands. And the right hand, again, lands on Zingano. This body kick by the challenger, level change, and Cyborg ends up on top. Ground and pound, hammer fist from the champion. It's over.
Ladies and gentlemen, inside the Bellator cage, your official time, 4 minutes. 1 second. Knockout and still Bellator featherweight world champion, Cris Cyborg.
Wow, Cris, that was an incredibly impressive performance. Everything that you did was under control. You look fantastic in the stand-up. Your grappling, your wrestling, especially your defensive wrestling, was on point. How you feeling?
I want to say hello, San Diego. Here's my home too. I can't live here for a long time. I love you guys. Thank you very much for everything. You know, I trained really hard for this fight. Always I train hard. You know, I respect Kat, her team. I want to say thank you for all my team, and McKee, Thomas, Ray Elby, every single person, Cobrinha, Fabio, every single person helping me to be here. You know, the whole team, all my church, my family, pray for me, everything. I got a very sick 2 weeks ago. I was in the bed, and I was just can worship and pray and watch Kat Zingano fights. House cannot fight. They cannot train me. But I came here because you guys, and we're glorify God, He is in my life.
When she went to take you down, you stopped it the first time, then you stopped it the second time. How much confidence did that give you in, oh, I can control where this fight's going?
I feel like, I know Kat have a big heart, but I say, no, when she felt my punch, the strong, I think when she hugged me, she still, I was a little bit more strong than her when we hugged each other. I think she's felt this.
When you look at the featherweight division and all the people that have come after you, who is it that you think you would like to fight next in this cage?
The next contender, she just won. Leah, I'm waiting for you. And Sakakibara here, I would like to fight in Japan. This is my dream, and I want to do a fight before I retire in Japan.
Well, let's bring Leah McCourt in here. Leah McCourt had a fantastic showing against Sarah McMahon. Big win. Congratulations to the featherweight champion of the world, Cris Cyborg.